The holidays approach. D&D gifts? Yes, but which ones? In the next episode of The Art of Character, I've got 15 solid gift suggestions from a variety of price points for your holiday shopping. I'm Chris. Welcome to the Art of Character Dungeons & Dragons podcast, where we explore all things D&D. Let's roll. So in today's episode, we're doing our holiday shopping guide. I'm going to give you 15 solid suggestions from a variety of price points so you can spend a lot or just a little to get something to you and your loved ones, your friends, your players at the table, your DM. You always want to get on the good side of your DM. And I've got links. They'll be down in the description, some Amazon affiliate links and some other links. Help the channel out a little bit with some of these links. Others, I'm just providing. So some of the creators here are just going to get a little bit of a bump, and that's just on us. Trying to provide you some good ideas for the holidays because shopping, I don't know. For anything like me, it's always hard to decide and to pick, and a good solid suggestion is always appreciated. So anyway, let's get into it. I'm going to share my screen and show you where you can find some of these things. Okay, so suggestion number one are these cool ice molds. They have them in a variety of shapes, and Amazon's a great place to find them. You may be able to find them elsewhere, but here's a good example of one for a D20. Link down in the bio. What you do is you pour some water in here, put it in the freezer for a couple of hours, and then for a whiskey glass or just a cool glass for your table, I think it would be a great thing to do to actually have all these done for certain sessions and just have them in your glasses for drinks for all the players at your table, especially if you're a DM. And they have them in a variety of shapes. I've seen D20, I've seen D8, and I've seen D10 so far. Link down in the description. I think it's a great, simple gift idea. Adult beverage even, right? Here you go, just a couple of photos. You can see how you load it up. There's an example of the ice cube, the mold. All right, solid gift idea number two, and obviously this is a plug, but what about a t-shirt from your very own favorite channel, The Art of Character? Here you go. This is our brand new logo for the channel done by our in-house artist, Spider Lemur, and you can see it on our intros, you can see it on our banner for the channel. Get a t-shirt of your very own, rep the channel, consider supporting us at The Art of Character, and this design is awesome. Here's the main design with a couple of the colors. Check it out. I like these here at the beginning. There's a brown, a graphite, this navy right here. Also, you can go down here to a bright blue or this red if you want something a little bit different. We've also got another design coming up, also of the same wizard for The Art of Character, a little bit different pose. It's the one in our banner. So look for that. Link down in the description. And so our next solid suggestion is to get a t-shirt or something like that from Etsy, from one of these small creators. There are a ton of D&D creators on Etsy. I always love supporting them. Matter of fact, we have to move this out of the way here a little bit. But this t-shirt right here you can get online. I'm going to show you where you can get it from the Dungeon Atelier. And these guys have some great designs. Go over here to t-shirts. You can see that Roll Higher Die is the same one that I have on right now. And I actually think there are some really creative ones right here. How about this right here? Call of Cthulhu with a little cat. Beware the Fairies, Chaotic Feral. A lot of cat themes, a lot of these dragon themes here too. Just some great t-shirt designs done by a small creator, and I always love supporting small creators like this one right here, another kind of Cthulhu, kind of an octopus one. All these D20 themes. There are so many possible designs. I'm going to send you over to this small creator, Dungeon Atelier. They don't know it yet. It's going to be a bit of a surprise. But if you don't do it from these guys, consider getting a t-shirt from somewhere else on Etsy. You don't always have to go to Amazon or a big box to do this. I love supporting these smaller creators. Maybe you pay a little bit more, but at the end of the day, you're supporting someone's small business. So always thumbs up. Here's another example for t-shirts. I love these folks over at Laughing Skull. Check this out. They're a little, I would say, friendlier themed than some of the others, but still pretty good. These are a lot of sort of cute t-shirts. They've got some good designs. Check them out. Another small creator. So my next solid suggestion is to do a mug or something like that from Etsy. Another kind of D&D themed item you can get from a small creator. And I like this right here. This is my drinking my tears and my players. Oftentimes have this at the table when I'm DMing and just take a sip at the appropriate moment. Again, here we go. This is Laughing Skull Studio. They don't know I'm doing this. Hopefully sending them just a little bit of business. And if you don't do them, just consider, again, another small creator, support a small business. But they've got some great mugs. Check them out. Roll for Shenanigans. I love that. I said I cast Fireball. I didn't ask the size of the room. Obviously love that one. I have Dark Vision, a kitten. These are some cuter ones if you're into that. ADHD and D, I love that. Roll for concentration. Just so much great stuff. And I would love any of these as a gift, really. I mean, Owlbear don't care. Why not? I mean, Tears of My Players, there's another example of that. Here's another great small business from Etsy, the Daily Mug Studio. I would love any of these as a gift. Anybody wants to send me one? Barbarian and Dungeon Master with the stats. World's Most Patient DM. I have a plan, but it involves fireballs. Husband stats. I critically failed at giving a F for today. Well, that escalated quickly. Anyway, with the D20, looks like it's down at a 1. A whole bunch of great, definitely not a mimic. My world, my rules, your doom. I'm just here for the loot. Tons of great coffee cups and mugs. I love them. Critical Thinker. That's pretty good. Tears of My Players. Always love Tears of My Players or Tears of My Enemies. That would be great for players. I cast. F you. A bunch of great mugs here. Consider sending one to your favorite player or DM for the holidays. My next suggestion is for an advent calendar. This will come out right around the 1st of December, so you may miss the first couple of days. You can catch up, but you still have enough time to order one. I always think they're great, and I've got 2 on order myself that should be here in just a day or so. And here's the fan roll one. I think it's one of the better advent calendars. You can get it from a variety of sources, but here we go, right straight from Amazon. We don't know exactly what's going to be on the inside, but it includes 1 elf-themed dice set, 1 exclusive set of holiday-themed dice, 2 full sets of assorted dice, an exclusive mini dice set, an exclusive metal 20-sided dice, plus a holiday-themed fan roll dice bag to carry all your loot. So the next one I ordered is the ChessX Dice Advent Calendar. I love ChessX dice. I mean, they're fairly basic, but they're relatively high quality and industry standard, been around forever. Check this out. I can't tell if it's really a 3-dimensional cube or if it just looks like a 3D cube. It's gotten high reviews from the years in the past. Let's see what's inside. Each calendar includes 4 standard size 7-die sets, 2 mini hedral 7-die sets, 1 heavy mega die, 1 count up or count down die, 3 specialty 16mm D6 die, and a crystal display case. Or it says crystal display cases, actually. ChessX is known for those. They're kind of like the cubes about this tall. And again, you can get these dice advent calendars from a variety of sources. Check out your local game shop if you can, or order them online. You'll get them just a few days after the start of December. You have enough time to go through and open up one for each day of the month approaching the holidays. Anyway, I always love a good advent calendar that's themed on something I like D&D. This next group of 5 items, these are official D&D related content, some of my favorite things, a lot of recent releases, and some really good content, I believe. If you don't have them, or if your favorite DM doesn't have them, or another player you want to gift it to, always great gift ideas. We'll start from the top. We have the 2024 Player's Handbook. If you don't have a copy of this, I do suggest getting one. Now, not everybody wants to move up to 2024 5e, and I understand that. You can still get the 2014 Player's Handbook if your group is playing that. And if you're not into 5e, you can get a lot of the older edition rules online through places like ttrpg. You can also do Pathfinder or other versions of the rules. And whatever version you're playing, I suggest having hard copies of the rules for everyone at the table. And this right here, the latest version, I suggest getting one and checking it out if you haven't done so already, especially for playing 5e. You can see what the player options are and kind of check out the rules, talk to your DM and the other players and see if there's anything there you want to incorporate. The next suggestion is this right here. This is the Deck of Many Things and the Book of Many Things, the box set. It's a little bit pricey, but you can still get it, and I think it is one of the absolute best supplements out there for Dungeons & Dragons, especially for DMs. There are so many options. The cards are beautiful. The designs are beautiful. There's adventures and there are player options and all just kinds of things. Options of the deck. It comes with 66 cards. Anyway, I could go on and on, but check out my video below, linked in the description, with an unboxing of the full set. So I'm just going to show you what's in here real quick. You can see this is the book, the small rule book that comes with it. There's also a much larger rule book that comes with it. And then there are these cards here. They are beautiful. They're kind of falling out a little bit, but just give you a quick peek to see what's inside. Check out my unboxing video below. Consider it as a gift. It's awesome. All right, and if you've been watching the channel, this may not be a surprise. My next gift suggestion is this, the Stranger Things D&D box set, the starter set, just released about a month or so ago. The new season just dropped. This is an absolutely awesome set. If you love Stranger Things, if you love the show, if you love D&D, if you just want some good swag related to Stranger Things, or if you've got a group of brand new players and you want to play with them, this is a great way to start. Or maybe you want to try DMing for a first time. This is a good way to start. It's got everything you need, suitable for new players, amazing content, amazing story, check out my video below. I do a full unboxing, and I've got some other kind of getting started and how to use the player sheets and some other videos coming, all related to how you can run Stranger Things. All right, my next suggestion from official D&D content is this right here. So this is the other starter set that was recently released. It's a throwback to the old basic, the red box Moldvay edition that comes with Heroes of the Borderlands. So this has kind of a newer 2024 basic version of the rules. It's got all kinds of great resources to help both DMs and players. They don't have player sheets, but they have these things called player cards. It's a shortened version of a player sheet where you kind of add other cards like spells and equipment to play your character from there. And it's got some great adventures. There's the Caves of Chaos. You can do some wilderness or also explore the keep itself. Great starter set. Everything you need to get up and going quickly if you're a new DM or if you've got a new set of players or if you just want to check out some content that's themed and kind of modeled after some older content from the early 80s, some really popular stuff from way back. This is a great starter set. All right, so this next one is one of my favorites, the Tomb of Annihilation. It's still in print. You can still get it. It's absolutely fantastic. It's away on this sort of peninsula or island of Chult, a jungle adventure. There are traps and dungeons and monsters and tons and tons and tons of story. It takes a while to go through the whole campaign if you want to. You can actually make it as long or as short as you want to. One of the best final boss fights I've ever seen. One of the best dungeons, kind of all kinds of traps and puzzles and tons of role play options. Just fantastic. Can't recommend it enough. My players love it when I DM it, and I love to DM it. And so for all this official Wizards of the Coast D&D content, I've got links below for my Amazon affiliate. So if you want to support the channel just a little bit, consider buying it. Through that, it'll give me just a couple of dollars and always just help keep this channel going and help us produce more content, the stuff that you love. So those are my suggestions for official D&D related Wizards of the Coast content. Okay, so my next items, these are essentially what I call general D&D playing aids. And I'm going to go through some of my favorites. And again, there'll be links below. You can go to my Amazon affiliate and get similar versions or exact versions of some of these. So the first one are these effects markers. So as a DM, show you how these work anyway. If you use minis on your table, this one here is for concentration. So if the player is holding concentration, you put this around the base of the mini, you put it on the table. And then this one here is for raging, for example, for your barbarians. One thing we like to do in our campaigns, that this came up a while ago, is we put it kind of over the character, and they wanted their raging sash, because the big tough barbarian with their raging sash. And so they have these for a ton of the conditions, not every single condition, but a whole bunch of them. So we've got, for example, Bane, Banished, Blessed, Blinded, Charmed, Concentration, Cursed, Deafened, Invisible, Incapacitated. We've got Hunter's Mark, Hexed, Grappled, Frightened. We've got Exhaustion, Paralyzed, Fairy Fire, Petrified, Poison, Prone, Raging, Restrained, Stunned, and Unconscious. And they have some of these even expanded with more. A link below. These are absolutely fantastic. They're a great visual aid for the table. Simple, easy to get, and not that expensive. Always like under 20 bucks. I can get them for about 15 bucks or something like that. Usually comes in a nice case. I've had this for about 5 years. Love it. All right, so the next one is a range marker. I'm not sure how well you can see that online, but I love to use this as a DM. Number one, I use a virtual tabletop, and it helps me size it to get exactly to 1 inch by 1 inch grids. And then what you have right here, we've got 5-foot radius, 10-foot radius, 15-foot radius, and 20-foot radius with directions. You can roll a d10 if something rolls in a random direction. It also gives you an idea about the shape of a cone. And so what you do is you just take this, and I kind of put it over the top of the players and get an idea, approximation of range. And you're wondering, well, how far does this spell go? Or, oh, I want to cast a fireball over here. You take it and you place it over there. There you go. You can see what the range is going to be. Great little simple visual aid, inexpensive. I think it's a great thing to have for your table as a DM if you don't have one already. My next suggestion is to go back to Etsy and find a playing aid, something unusual or creative that you don't have already, and just support one of these small businesses. I've got an example for Tower House Creative right here. So these guys have some playing aids that you can use to help the DM out. This is kind of an improv dice right here. They call it the Fate Mill. This is called the Bode D4. So you can do like treasure or tail. Just pretty cool, interesting, unique. They also have the dyadic D20, so these go D10 on each side, so you can use a D20 as a D10. This is kind of an old school D&D thing. There are some other dice that they have here. You can get a misprint if you want. This one right here are the Knoll dice, 2D6. So just go to Etsy and check out some different small creators that have some of these D&D playing aids for DMs or players. And I've got a link below for Tower House Creative. All right, so my next suggestion, also from Etsy, but is to check out some dice accessories. So again, these are general D&D accessories. So how about dice trays or dice cases? And we're going to check out some of my favorites right here. Again, from small creators, they don't know I'm sending them their way, so give them a little bit of support. And I don't know why we've got pricing in pounds here, but we do. So this is kind of a fold-up leather dice tray. I think these are pretty cool. And this guy right here will personalize it for you. So fantastic. Symbols, names, all kinds of options. And it folds flat, and then you fold it together with those snaps right there. I love that as a small, simple little dice tray. How about a dice case? This one is really popular right now. It's got a place for your pen, and then it's got a place for your dice, and then you roll your dice over here. So a case and a dice tray all together. You can also go over here and hold some of your dice that you aren't using. I love both of these ideas. The dice tray or the dice case, or this one is kind of a combined dice tray and dice case all together. And the dice tray right here is from Pen 5 cents, and then the dice tray kind of case combo is from Dungeon Co. Links below in the description. Consider giving these guys or other small creators on Etsy some support. My next suggestion is to get some good quality D&D dice from a manufacturer like ChessX. And they've got some dice that are my favorites that are actually inexpensive. They are these opaque polyhedral dice. I'm going to show you some. I don't know how well you can see this, but these are some purple and pink opaque polyhedrals from ChessX. And you can get these anywhere from about $4 to $6 or $7 a set. Pretty inexpensive, high quality dice. I've got a bunch of links down below in the description, and we're going to check out some of the actual ones available from ChessX. You can get them from a good price there also. But if you do the Amazon affiliate link, I'll get a couple of pennies off of that. So anyway, consider supporting the channel. So here we go. We've got some white dice. These are really clear and easy to see. Something I like about them, they are basic, but they are high quality. They are ChessX. It's a great brand. These are $4.18. I'm not sure what shipping is, but yellow, orange, red, green, and you'll see it's just kind of all the basic colors of the rainbow. And these ones, always just a great price. I love these. I pick them up whenever I find them in game shops. I have the purple right there. There's a blue, another great color. Pink. I have the orange, I have yellow, just fantastic. So many colors, great price, great quality, solid suggestion. Nostalgia right there. Looks a little bit like kind of the basic and expert dice that we got way back in the day. Not quite, but similar colors. So there you go, 15 suggestions, a variety of price points for your D&D shopping needs for this holiday season. Good luck, happy hunting, and hope to see you back here soon. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of The Art of Character. If you've made it this far, consider liking, commenting, or subscribing, or click below and join our Patreon or our Discord. You can also click below and get something from our merch store. Until next time.